All right, so Dominick Cruz was on the Ariel Hawani Hour making a strong case for why he should be up next for TJ Dillashaw. He was making a very strong case. Now, I'll tell you this, Dominick Cruz is an incredibly intelligent guy. The way that he speaks, the way that he presents his case when he's proving a point, everything about it is just so logical that it's really difficult to go against him, except for when he was trying to make a point about when Jeremy Stevens kneed that guy in the head. I was like, Dom, you're trying too hard right now to be down for your boy. That guy kneed him in the head, and it was an illegal shot, and he got away with it. What can we say? DC got away with Towelgate, Buddy got away with Kneegate. It is what it is. Let's not defend it as if it didn't happen. Anyways, back to the point. Dominick Cruz is making a strong case for being up next. He basically said, look, TJ Dillashaw looked good. He looked good that night. He said his fighting style is basically basic. He said his fighting style is pretty basic, the way that he beat Cody Garbrandt. He said he backed him up with a lot of offense, got him up against the cage, and then he was able to just land his, string together his combinations the way that he likes to. I thought that he dumbed down TJ Dillashaw's fighting style and his approach coming into the fight a little bit, because there were a lot of things that TJ Dillashaw kind of keyed in on. And it wasn't just backing him up. It was taking some of Cody Garbrandt's shots to be able to land his own shots, not to be able to not kicking so much. We all know TJ Dillashaw will throw kicks, a lot of kicks, and he didn't do that in this fight. He actually was just boxing the guy. He was, said, look, with straight up boxing, I can beat this guy. But I guess Dominick Cruz, he has to dumb it down a little bit because he doesn't want to give the guy too much shine, but he was in there. He basically said the reason why TJ Dillashaw is so good is because he was pretending to be me for so long in Team Alpha Male. He said that guy TJ Dillashaw, every time one of those alpha male guys wanted to fight me, Dillashaw had to pretend to be me. And that's why he looks the way that he does, because he was beating everybody up by pretending to be me. Dom Cruz, the man. Then he said, that makes me your coach. He basically said, that makes me your daddy. Son, I wouldn't say he's right, but you guys know I'm speaking from bias because I really do like TJ Dillashaw, but he makes a really good point. He really does, because when Dominick Cruz went out there, when Dominick Cruz went out there and fought TJ Dillashaw, he just frustrated the guy. He frustrated TJ Dillashaw beyond belief, and then Dillashaw's fighting style just went to it basically went to hell in a handbasket. And we're just like, okay, this guy is just loading up now. I'm not sure what to think of it. And the whole time, what was Dominick Cruz doing? Footwork, switching stances, dodging, hitting angles. Dominick Cruz kind of fights like his hands he kind of looks like a Muppet to me, like a little Muppet, like his body moves in a way that doesn't seem natural, like how those Muppets move, but it just works. And I think that's why it's so good and so evasive, because it's uncommon, it's unorthodox, and it's uncommon, it's unconventional. So it's really hard to train for a guy like Dominick Cruz. But yeah, I mean, Dominick Cruz went out there and basically sunned TJ Dillashaw when he fought him. It was a close fight. It was a very close fight. I can't say, okay, Dominick Cruz just steamrolled him. He didn't. To me, it was an incredibly close fight. TJ Dillashaw still to this day thinks he beat Dominick Cruz, and it took him 2 years to get back to the belt. I'm not sure what TJ Dillashaw is up for right now. I think that he said that he's okay with fighting Henry Cejudo for the super fight, but that's not a super fight. That's not a super fight at all. I don't think that's a super fight. I don't even care to see that fight. I understand that Henry Cejudo is the champ and he beat DJ. I get all of that, but I'm not going to take anything away from the guy. I'm not going to take anything away from him, but I'm just going to say this. When a fighter has been really dominant, right? Say a fighter has been incredibly dominant and then they get beat by somebody, up and comer. Usually it's very exciting and we're all talking about it because it happens in such a way that's like, whoa, this person just went out there and usually finished the person. They don't go out there and have a split decision win. Split decision wins aren't exciting like that. Like, Rose just went out there and knocked out Joanna Jędrzejczyk, right? Nate Diaz went out there and choked out Conor McGregor. Holly Holm went out there and head kick KO'd Ronda Rousey. Matt Serra went out there and TK. You know what I mean? It's just, usually it's that type of wow factor. And Henry Cejudo, I get that he went on the mic and he talked and he said he's a champ because of the Olympics and because of this belt. And all of that is true. And we do respect him for that, but it's just not a super fight. I don't care to see that fight at all. Henry Cejudo would get beat so easily by TJ Dillashaw, in my opinion. He would be beat so easily by TJ Dillashaw. He does not have the movement. He just doesn't have it for TJ, in my opinion. That's just, when it comes to the wrestling, he might be able to out-wrestle TJ, but he has nothing for TJ's foot movement, stand switching, the kicks, all of that. He just has nothing for it. In my opinion, that's just me. I know you guys will be in the comments maybe telling me I'm wrong or, let me know which fight I need to watch to get a better idea of things. But TJ is just the man to me. He really is. Anyways, Dominick Cruz, for me, he's made a strong case for why he's up next. He said what they need to do is respect that man, Demetrius Johnson, and give him an immediate rematch. He wasn't steamrolled. It was a split decision loss. He needs an immediate rematch. The guy defended his belt 11 times. Give him an immediate rematch, and then let's keep this saga of TJ versus, just this whole saga that's been going on in the bantamweight division. When it comes to that belt, it's just been ring around the rosy between TJ, Cody, and Dom. What does TJ Dillashaw look like after leaving Team Alpha Male? What does he look like against a Dominick Cruz? Does he beat him this time? It's all sitting there just for the easy for the taking right there. To be honest, it's just so easy for the taking. I would love to see it. I know that Dominick Cruz is saying that he's feeling a lot better and that his body is healing up and that he's ready to get back in the octagon by the end of fall. I think that's perfect time to make a matchup for TJ versus Dominick Cruz. All I saw on TJ Dillashaw was a black eye. All I saw was a black eye. He didn't throw any kicks, so his foot shouldn't be hurting. His foot shouldn't be broken. If anything, maybe I hope he didn't break his hand or anything, but I think that guy might be healthy enough to get out there and get it in with Dominick Cruz and right that wrong. Right that wrong. Anyways, guys, that's my thoughts on Dominick Cruz calling out TJ Dillashaw. I love it. I absolutely love it. Hey, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks.